Hello everyone! Here we are again with another episode of Global MOBIS News. I'm your host Josh Newton, and let's talk about the elephant in the room. This summer has been toasty. As of recording this, Korea has hit 40+ degree weather with crispy lows of 33 degrees Celsius. When heat like this hits, there's only one thing we can do. Eat some juicy slices of fruit. We're talking watermelon, Korean melon, grapes, peaches, all the classics. Now, I'm curious, what's your go-to fruit? For me, it's watermelon. Not only is it good for you, but it's a great source of electrolytes, helping with heat fatigue recovery, reduces bloating, and on top of that, it's great for your skin. It's basically nature's Gatorade with a cherry on top. Here's why I'm bringing it up, because watermelon was the star of the summer thank you campaign at Hyundai MOBIS. Every year, we send out 10,000 watermelons to our partner teams across Korea. It's our way of saying thanks to the folks hustling in the heat to keep after-service parts moving. And if I could send a watermelon to each and every one of you out there, I would. Consider this your virtual slice of appreciation. All right, you know the drill. Let's get to today's lineup. 2025 CEO Investor Day. MOBIS connects with nearby plants. MOBIS takes on IAA 2025. Toledo Jeep Fest 2025. MOBISLive hits 100,000 on YouTube, and Dragon Boat Race. Let's get cracking. 2025 CEO Investor Day. Hyundai MOBIS recently held its 2025 CEO Investor Day. Yep, it just happened. President Lee Gyu-seok took the stage to share what's coming next for MOBIS, and it was a pretty big deal. This year's session was streamed live on YouTube, and it looked like a lot of our colleagues tuned in. President Lee walked through how we've been performing, what our current priorities are, and where we're headed next. He laid out the core areas we've been focusing on, the emerging businesses we started building, and our long-term strategy for sustainable growth. It was a great opportunity to gain a closer look at some of the key areas driving MOBIS forward, including robotics, semiconductors, electrification, and software-defined vehicles. There were also updates on how we've been optimizing our core businesses and improving our global competitiveness. If you haven't had a chance to check it out yet, the replay is still up. Definitely worth a watch to see where MOBIS is headed. MOBIS connects with nearby plants, featuring Samrat Vital. Now, while our leadership lays out the roadmap at Investor Day, we also want to spotlight how that bold vision is already playing out on the ground in real communities. If you've been following our episodes, you probably remember Samrat, our global brand ambassador from MOBIS North America. Well, he kept his promise and came back to share another cool update. This time, about something a little more hands-on. Let's bring him in. Hey Samrat, great to see you again. Got some juicy details for us over at M&A?
Hey Josh, it's good to see you again too. You know I'm the man of my words, so I wanted to share our recent tour, which was quite fun and informative for our employees here at M&A.
A tour? Oh, interesting. I'm imagining a holiday season tour to the Bahamas, right?
Well, Bahamas would be nice tour too, but ours was a little more enlightening. So here at M&A, we have a few neighboring MOBIS plants, one in Michigan called M&A Michigan, and two in Ohio, which are M&A Ohio, which is in Toledo, and MUSe plant. All these plants are reachable by road from M&A office in less than 2 hours maximum. But people at M&A, we don't get to visit all these manufacturing plants unless your work is closely related to those plant activities. So our GA team prepared a tour event for all our employees to have a chance to visit and look around these plants, to learn about what they do, what they manufacture, how big the facilities, and so on.
Not exactly palm trees and beaches, but a great idea by the GA team. Did you get to go too, Samrat? And what were some highlights?
So around 30 to 40 members from M&A and MTCA went to visit manufacturing plants on this day. Highland, Michigan plant, we assemble front and rear chassis and suspension module for Stellantis vehicle. In M&A Toledo plant, we assemble a lot more components like front and rear chassis modules, engine and transmission, wheels and tires, again for Stellantis. And in MUSe plant, we will be starting to assemble the battery system at this point for Stellantis.
I love the detail. At MUSe, don't we have another GBA?
Yes, you're right. But unfortunately, I could not meet Andy at that time. But we regularly keep in touch to share news from each other's office. And you know what? I think Andy's also waiting to meet you, Josh, to share some interesting stories.
I'd love that. A GBA meetup sounds like a great idea. Now, overall, it sounds like it was a great experience. Anyone you'd like to give a shout out to?
Absolutely. I want to thank Carol Song, Eric Martin, and other team members from GA who prepared and managed this tour very well. And also, I want to thank M&A Michigan, M&A Ohio, and MUSe brand for inviting us.
Wonderful. Next time, don't forget to invite me too. I need some of that on-site learning myself.
Of course, George, you are always welcome. I'll give you a full tour myself. Just hop on the plane and come to Michigan.
You got it. One day. Anyway, great seeing you again, Samrat, and thanks for sharing what you guys have been up to.
It's always my pleasure to share the news as GBA, and it was also good to see you, Josh. I'll be back with more new stuff. Until then, take care.
Thanks, Samrat. You too. IAA Mobility 2025. All right, up next, IAA Mobility 2025 is just around the corner. It's one of the biggest auto events on the planet. And yes, you'll find us there from September 9th to 14th in Munich, Germany. But here's the thing, it's not just about showing off vehicles anymore. It's about where mobility is headed. Tech, innovation, the future, and we're talking the full picture. And of course, Hyundai MOBIS is bringing its A game. Our theme this year is Deeper Look to Progress. We're going in with a clear goal, locking in $7.5 billion in global orders. And IAA is a key part of making that happen. From the 9th to the 12th of September, we've got a packed schedule. Private booths, back-to-back meetings with our European OEM partners, and we're bringing the full lineup. Electrification, autonomous tech, chassis systems, safety, you name it, we're showing it. So yeah, keep your eyes on Munich. We've got some seriously cool tech on the way. Toledo Jeep Fest 2025 featuring Andrew Gibbons. So that's what the future looks like on the global stage. But what's already happening on the ground right now? And for that, we're heading to Toledo, Ohio, home to Jeep and to Hyundai MOBIS US Electrified, or MUSe. Joining us today is Andrew Gibbons, our GBA, who's here to share how MUSe is charging into Jeep Fest 2025 with power, passion, and innovation. Hi, Andrew. It's great to have you here with us on Global MOBIS News. I heard from Samrat that you'll be joining us today, and we're also very excited. Before we dive into Jeep Fest, as this is your first visit, could you briefly introduce yourself and MUSe to our viewers?
Hi Josh, it's great to meet you. I've followed Global MOBIS News for some time and I'm honored to be here today. My name is Andrew Gibbons and I'm the Senior ERP Manager at MOBIS US Electrified, or MUSe, based in Toledo, Ohio. I've been with MOBIS for 19 years. At MUSe, we specialize in assembling battery systems for plug-in hybrid vehicles, including some of the most iconic names in the Jeep lineup. It's exciting to share a bit of that with you today.
Excellent. Thank you, Andrew. Now, let's talk about that Jeep Fest. For those of us that don't know, can you tell us, what is Jeep Fest and why is it such a big deal in Toledo?
Jeep Fest is an annual celebration that brings together Jeep fans from all over the world. It takes place right here in Toledo, the birthplace of the Jeep Wrangler. For us at MOBIS, being part of this community and the heritage is incredibly meaningful. We've been supporting Jeep production in Toledo since 2005, and now through MUSe, we're helping to take that legacy into the electrified future.
Wow, I didn't know that MOBIS production was deeply embedded in this legendary Jeep Wrangler. That's really cool. Can you tell us more about the role Hyundai MOBIS played in Jeep Fest this year? What kinds of activities or experiences were offered at the event?
This year, we showcased MOBIS's contribution to electrification, particularly through our work on Wrangler. At our booth, visitors were able to explore battery components, interactive displays, and learn how hybrid systems are assembled. We also had some fun engagement activities planned, including giveaways, photo zones, and a hands-on tech zone to attract younger visitors.
I can easily imagine the atmosphere at Jeep Fest, and it sounds very fun. Now, Andrew, you mentioned electrification. Can you tell us more about MUSe's role in electrified vehicles and how that ties into Jeep's future?
At MUSe, we assemble battery system assemblies. These are built with high voltage lithium-ion cells, thermal control systems, and intelligent battery management. As Jeep expands its electrified lineup, our work ensures that these vehicles deliver performance, safety, and efficiency. It's amazing to know our products are powering something as iconic as the Wrangler.
Very cool. And it really shows how innovation and tradition can go hand in hand. Now, MOBIS has a high dedication to community impact. What does MUSe mean for the local Toledo community?
Events like Jeep Fest allow us to connect with the public in a human way. They get to see what we do, and we get to give back to the community that supports us.
Andrew, thank you for sharing details about Jeep Fest and MUSe. I'm really proud that we have this long-term relationship with Jeep and how it impacts the workforce and community positively. Really appreciate you joining us today. Any last words you'd like to share with fellow colleagues around the world?
Thank you so much. It was definitely a pleasure to join you. To all of my colleagues around the world, events like Jeep Fest remind us that what we do matters, not just in factories or labs, but in real communities, with real people who love and rely on the vehicles that we help build.
Big thanks to Andrew for giving us that inside look at MUSe and Jeep Fest. It's always inspiring to see how MOBIS shows up, not just at the big global events, but right here in the heart of local communities. MOBISLive hits 100,000. Let's shift gears and celebrate a win. Our Korean YouTube channel, MOBISLive, has just reached a major milestone. We've surpassed 100,000 subscribers. 100,000 subscribers? Are you serious? And you know what that means? We got the silver play button from you. You got the, do we actually have that? Can I see it? Oh, look at that. Oh, it's a silver play button. Yo, Global MOBIS News, we gotta step up our game. Let's put that right here. Okay. A huge shout out to everyone who's been tuning in, subscribing, liking, sharing. You made this happen. If you haven't checked it out yet, MOBISLive offers bite-sized entertaining videos, easy to understand tech explainers, and celebrity collaborations that bring a little extra shine. Our determination and drive is as high as ever, so we've got our sights set on the gold play button next. While we're on the topic, don't forget to hit subscribe on this channel too. Global MOBIS News is on the move, and every click gets us one step closer to our own silver play button. Appreciate the support. Dragon Boat Race featuring Jacob Holcomb. Speaking of wins, let's talk about one from the community. We're heading down to Georgia. They just wrapped up the annual Dragon Boat Race, and it was a full-on celebration of spirit, support, and some serious southern summer heat. Joining us to break it all down is Jacob Holcomb from MGA. Jacob, a pleasure to meet you. I hope you're doing well. Before we dive into the race, if you don't mind, could you please tell us a little about yourself?
Hi Josh, it's great to meet you. I'm Jacob from MGA. This is my second time doing the Global MOBIS News and my first time as a global brand ambassador, so I'm very excited today.
And we're glad to have you here. So, let's get right into it. This Dragon Boat Race sounds intense. Can you give us a quick rundown of what it is and how it works?
So the West Point Dragon Boat Race is a charity event that is put on by Harmony House, one of our local domestic violence shelters. A dragon boat race consists of a team of about 20 to 21 people, including a drummer, that compete on a 46-foot long boat on an open river and compete to see who gets the fastest times.
I love that it's for a good cause. Now, what made MOBIS Georgia choose this event over other kinds of team building or community activities?
MGA has had a long-standing relationship with Harmony House over the years through multiple community service initiatives.
That's incredible. What were some key highlights or challenges during this year's Dragon Boat Race season? Or could you walk us through some of the planning process?
The Dragon Boat Race has become one of our most important events that we do every year. The biggest thing that we always deal with here in the southern United States is the heat.
We've heard that southern heat is no joke, but it sounds like you'll handle it like pros. Now, was there one moment from the event that really stood out to you?
A standout moment for us was definitely winning the Dragon Award at the end of the event. So to hear our names called for that award specifically really stood out to me, because not only did it kind of validate all of the hard work that our team has done for this event, but also kind of cemented MOBIS Georgia that we are committed to this event and we want to be known for those exact things that that award stood for. So that was a wonderful, moment for us as a company.
That sounds like a huge win, Jacob. Not just for the team, but for the entire MOBIS Georgia community. Speaking of which, how did your employees and their families respond to the event?
We had a great turnout this year from both our MOBIS employees and their families. We were set up right at the entrance to the event, and with our tent, our arch, and all of our 90s themed gear, we were a hit right from the start.
You really brought the whole community together. And what kind of impact did all of this have on the company culture at MGA?
I did truly see a coming together from the team members from all branches, from all levels this year, and really kind of got behind what we were trying to do, and also came together and formed something truly special, not just at the event that day, but here at MGA as well.
That kind of ripple effect, right? That's powerful. You could feel the energy didn't just stop at the lake.
I've seen the ripple effect, if you will, from this event kind of continue on.
You can't fake that kind of team spirit. It's clear something real happened out there, Jacob. Now, before we wrap up, what's one message you'd like to share with other MOBIS teams around the world?
So one thing I will say about this, don't ever be afraid to take a step out of your comfort zone. And I had to step out of a lot of comfort zones of my own to really get it to where it is now. And I think that is one thing I love about it and love to share about it, is that, find something local, take the first step, and really try to be better every day and be better every time and learn from every experience, good and bad. We have a great team here that works together and has helped improve employee morale and engagement with this event year by year. It's an event that we love and we're proud of, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity to be able to share it with the MOBIS family, and hopefully you guys will have plenty of years to come of us sharing this event with you guys.
Beautifully said, Jacob. Thanks again for joining us and for sharing such an inspiring story. MOBIS Georgia, we see you and we're proud of you. And that's a wrap for the August episode of Global MOBIS News. I hope you're enjoying the summer in some way or another, whether that means staying cool with some watermelon, or just catching a bit of R&R. We'll be back in September with fresh stories, new faces, and plenty more to share as we head into the new season. Big thanks to everyone out there repping the MOBIS spirit, wherever you are. And of course, a big thank you to anyone watching this. Until next time, I'm your host, Josh Newton, and this is Global MOBIS News. Stay inspired, stay hydrated, and as always, stay mobile.